Hello my friends, and welcome back to Divide and Conquer as we continue with the realm of Angmar. And for this episode, before we get into it, I guess I just wanted to give a quick little update. The Dunedain campaign will be coming. There's just a lot of work currently going into a lot of modeling for the Dunedain units as well as Dunland, so it's going to be pushed back a little bit longer. I want to have a lot of cool new visuals to showcase. Like, I think they're working on the like the Blade Masters, for example, and some of the main Dunedain mainline units. So I'm just going to keep holding off on that for a bit longer as work is continued to be done on Dunland and on the Dunedain before I start that campaign, just to give you guys an update. And also at some point in February, once I get through my exams, I will be showcasing some Warhammer 3 content, depending on what the embargo allows. But I'm very excited for that game. It comes out, I get access to it pretty much right when I have a bunch of exams happening in the week, so I need to practice my patience with it once it arrives, so we will see how that goes. There's only certain things I'll be able to show, but it just depends on the embargo dates that we get. But if you're interested, I will be playing some Warhammer 3 and hopefully uploading that to the channel. Anyway, we have three main battles that will go on in this episode. We have Baduila attacking Faham Gathol, the Witch King is going to fight Fallen, and then besiege Gehuzanar. And I think that's all we will be able to get into, and maybe march an army down to Perth and Lune, depending on time for this episode. If we attack Captain Drollan, it might just push Clanlord Rhudaur out. In fact, if we attack the settlement, let's see here. I don't want to just fight him outside of the settlement. I'd rather, fight them in the settlement. So I think I'm going to need to get some reinforcements up that way, depending on what is available, which honestly isn't a whole lot. But we have some snow works. Let's do the Witch King battles and then see where we go from there. Gehuzanar is their capital currently, and definitely we're taking. So we shall take the field to fight Fallen. And in fact, honestly, maybe sending the Witch King's troops up north first to Faham Gathol might be a better use of our resources. I don't want to just fight the army outside of it. I want to actually siege the city, because I want to see the battle map. I can't remember which one Faham Gathol features. It's been a long time since I've actually attacked that settlement, or even defended it. I can't recall the last time I've ever had to defend it. I mean, we will take the Witch King's army here. Pretty good stuff, a lot of good infantry. I'm not too worried about our formation. Honestly, that will do. Trolls, no, I want you over there. So we have warriors, halberdiers, bulks, champions, black shield warband, solid front line. Some warriors on the flanks, Northguard in the center, Huskarls and sellswords. Honestly, it looks like the default formation kind of just worked out pretty well, so I'm just going to take that as it is. The Witch King has its guardians, so we will put them on one flank to make it simple for us. And I think that will do it for our army. One simple formation with the cavalry on the flanks. Of course, they seem that they want to take the hill, which is a little bit annoying. I think they do have some artillery. Yes, a ballista, so we'll need the Witch King to get up there quickly. Looks like some merchant cavalry also joined the ranks of the dwarves, helping them out. Maybe some exiles from Bree or some forward travelers. Maybe even just merchantmen from down in the foothills of Perth and Lune, or perhaps even the northwestern regions of Arthedain. These men now serve the dwarves and live with them as the forces of Angmar and the Iron Crown legions have occupied all of Arthedain, all of Rhudaur, and all of the Shire and Bree, and middlemen run rampant throughout the fields. So these men have signed up with the dwarves, who are the last little bit of resistance in the west. Their homeland now in jeopardy. Elves to their south, but elves also dealing with their own issues, such as the Corsairs, and of course orcs and men of the Dunland Hills and Enidwythe may be bearing down upon them. And I think they're going to have their pikes up in the front line. Let's get these guardians up and around. We might have to engage that merchant cavalry. Excuse me. We'll send the Witch King in there to occupy them. We should be able to get the rest of our army maybe to start shooting at the ballista, since the crew aren't that armored. Taking some shots, though, with these Guardians of Khazad Dûm. That might be from the Timun Zahar nobles, if I had to guess. Not the unit I'd like to be shot at by. We'll move up our army a little bit quicker. Looks like they're going to rush towards us, which kind of works out in our favor. Witch King's struggling with these merchant cavalry, though. Not sure why. They shouldn't have any defense skills. Should just be only armor and their shield. But they might be getting shot at. That's probably what it is. They're probably getting pot shots by the Timun Zahar nobles. Are you guys in range yet? Surely you should be able to start firing. Yes, let's have you guys stop moving. Fire at will, gentlemen. Witch King did a very poor charge into the, that was awful. That was not even a charge at all. I think we will need to send up our infantry. So let us get them to run up the way. Come on, lads. Start making your way up north. If we can, I'd like for the archers to aim at that ballista. Everyone else, please start moving up. Black Shield Warband can charge the militia. You guys should be able to handle the bandits just fine. A couple cell swords to go that way. Wouldn't hurt. Okay, looks like we need to get our cavalry up here. I think I'm going to just send the Huskarls all the way. I mean, they would certainly help with the Heirloom militia. So let's charge in. Angmar infantry can go that way. You guys charge into there, please. But we need to shut down these scouts. They need to die. Let us run the cavalry up this way. Hopefully the Witch King can handle all these bandits just fine. I think he'll do okay. Okay, let's get these barrow wights up here. Trolls, I need you to run up this way if you don't mind. And let's see here. If you guys could just go hit those scouts, that would be fantastic. They are firing at our Black Shield archers, which is a little bit annoying. Looks like a big charge going to go in through the flank of the Eriador scouts, and then Iron Crown warriors to follow up. Excellent work. We are routing the bandits in the front line. Eriador militia still holding firm for now. How long they shall last is unknown. Come on, Witch King, you can take care of these bandits, no problem. It's not the best use of his numbers, but we will use what we have. These Guardians of Khazad Dûm are taking a lot of damage, actually. I think it must be those crossbows. We need to get some units up in that back line, like ASAP. Come on, barrow wights. I'm going to need you guys to clear all of this out for me. Witch King is definitely struggling dealing with the... Not with those bandits, though. It's not happening as fast as I'd like, so we're going to send him into the nobles. While you guys keep shooting at the scouts, that works just fine. Barrow wights, I need you guys to help out over there. Witch King going in on the Timun Zahar nobles. With that armor piercing, he should do very well. Let's see here. Let's have you guys shut down the ballista now. Have you guys run up. Everyone get engaged, please. You guys charge those bandits. Come on, lads. Okay, Witch King has actually killed a lot of those nobles. We'll just keep him in battle for a few more moments. I think that's most of the enemy. Here, pull out the Guardians. They're taking a lot of damage just fighting scouts and ballista crews. That's a little ridiculous. Who is left back here? Couple bandits, no big deal. Why don't you guys start getting engaged? Another charge going in on the scouts should help to clear them off. Ooh, now the Witch King is struggling. Alright, lads, pull out. Let's get these trolls engaged. They'll help deal with those nobles a lot better than the Witch King's retinue. Are you far enough to charge into those bandits? Yes, you are. And the entire Northmen tide rushing in. Come on, kill the last of those scouts. Iron Crown warriors, you can probably deal with those bandits. Come on, lads. Witch King, pull out again, my lad. Maybe have these Guardians go in. Are they going to get the charge animation? No, they are too close, unfortunately. Come on, lads. I need a big charge, like, right now. Did they run off those bandits? Yes, they did. You guys chase those. You guys run that way. The formation's a bit messed up right now, but that's okay. Another big charge going in. Terror of the Witch King activates. Should make a lot of the rest of the units on the Dwarven side start to flee in terror. They're still fighting, though. Their general's still alive, keeping these bandits in reserve, keeping them fighting. But for how long they can last against Iron Crown warriors and trolls is... You know, bandits are okay. They're not a terrible unit. But against this, yeah, they are not going to survive for long. I think our Guardians of Cardolan can just support with these scouts, who are still apparently firing here. I know my formation is just awful. I just dogpiled everyone in here. Come on, lads. Run on through. Rhudaur Huskarls coming in for a charge. Front lines going in. Big axe swings. Guardians of Cardolan. There we go. Alright, none of that firing. Absolutely no one firing, please. I think all we need to do now is finish off the general. And Guardians of Cardolan should be okay at dealing with that. The Witch King himself throwing a few swings and jabs at the general, who has no helmet, so you'd think one good stab right in the face or, you know, mace to the skull would do him in. But these dwarves, they have like tons of hit points. Every single general just loves to last forever. So we'll speed it up. Hopefully the cavalry can deal with it soon. But he is just a massacring our witch knights here. He's taking a lot of damage, and I think he's going down. Not yet. Alright, let's get some barrow wights in on him. They should probably help kill him with a solid charge. High attack, armor piercing. Come on, guys. Finish him off, please. I think they have 14 attack and armor piercing. 208 to 1200. Guardians of Cardolan getting 209 kills. Excellent work by them. Other Guardians getting 112. Did take a decent amount of casualties, but they did heal 7 of their 16. So at least that'll give us some of their number back. Now, Cahuzanar is a relatively wealthy province. So I'm really caught. Do I want to have the Witch King take Cahuzanar or send him north to besiege Faham Gathol? Perhaps I could peel off some of his units and send some up north to aid with our general up there, because he will need the help. Depending on how many Dwarven defenders they have, I don't think his army is strong enough on its own. And I have definitely been suffering in the other campaign in Tol Guldur, having battles that were way, way, way too close. So I would rather comfortably take the settlement than struggle to take it. The capital only has militia and the such. So what does Fadwila have? Trolls, the ballista. Not too many armor-piercing units, so that's what we're going to need. I think I will offer him a unit of Northguard, maybe some Rhudaur Huskarls, and let us give him some halberdiers and the axe throwers. That should help him with his attack. And the Witch King can go ahead and begin his besiegement of Cahuzanar. I don't know if they have like proper walls or not, but we will just put everything in there. Now down here, who do we have? Don't we have Hunvorn? Hunvorn is going to make his way westwards. These forces might need to go south, though, to deal with Mithlond. Depends on where we need to put them. We have nothing sitting in the Numenos, though. And I think our replenishment pool of forces is steady, but diminishing. So we're going to need to train more units and get them going westwards. I'll get these barrow wights, some Angmar infantry. Captain Arthedain has a couple units, but it's going to take him a long time to get there. But at least we're making plenty of money, so it's not really an issue. But do we want to fight Captain Cardolan? Oh, those are very elite units. The Longbeard crossbows, Tomb Protectors, Gabil Gathol Guard. I mean, if we fight them outright, we should be able to kill Clanlord Fruhar. But then we won't be able to do the siege, and I'd rather do the siege. Rohan's king has died, and we could get a new Edwardin. Do we have an Edwardin? I'm going to take him. I could use some extra generals. Darwinian in decline. I think in general all the forces of good are going to fall in this edition of the Third Age. As for buildings, I really don't even need to bother with construction anymore. I mean, we just need to worry about military at this point. Maybe we'll get the war camp. Who knows what will ever happen. We do have Oh, Anduin is actually still right here, so they might be holding out pretty strong down in the west. It looks like they have most of their heartland left, so who knows how that will go. It wouldn't hurt to be prepared, I suppose, just in case. So maybe we'll grab a few Iron Crown regiments here in case we need to ever fight at Goblin Town. Alright, now as for the west, it did look like the gentleman at Fahamgathol did head to the south, so I think now Budwila has everything he needs to just simply take the settlement. They actually don't even get a garrison here. I don't know if the ballista will be enough, so I think I'm gonna get the battering ram just in case. But now, now we kind of need these guys down here. So perhaps, that's a big army with Captain Drollan. I could unsiege this place. Actually, yeah, we only have the ram and one tower. We take it, and then we could go back out and fight Captain Drollan. And maybe join up with these reinforcements. So, you know what, let us see if we can actually just take Fahamgathol with just the ballista. I'm going to really hope that it can do the damage to the gate. I will probably have to march the ballista all the way to the front gate, though, to make sure that we don't miss any shots, because, you know, ammo is very limited, actually. So let's begin the assault, and have I seen this before? Some cool dwarven towers here, statues, big mountain, I like it. Looks like some platforms that they could shoot in from. And then you come in here. Oh, this is one of them long settlements, isn't it? Ah, yes, okay, I remember this one. It is a very long march to get to the center. I think you have to go through all of this and then run back here and then get to the town square, which thankfully does not have a second gate. So yeah, we're just going to bring him to the front. And this battle might just be more walking and waiting than anything, if I had to guess. Looks like they are going to have some Lindar Mariners here. So let us put something sacrificial in the front line. Let's see here, maybe these Hillmen? Oh, the Witch Knights, I don't think they have armor piercing. Let's see here, what do you guys have? Oh, they do have armor piercing, so perhaps it wouldn't be the best idea to put Witch Knights here, but they are somewhat expendable. I think I'll let them take the shots. Yeah, I don't want to get shot by those guys, so let us have them waste their ammunition at us. Come on, lads, start firing. How are we doing on the gate? 27% is not bad. Yeah, just let them shoot all their ammo. We are shielded at least. We can fire back at them. I don't know if we'll get any kills. Maybe a few. 38, are they out of ammo? Excellent, they are out of ammo, which is good for us. And the gate is nearly down. Fantastic. So biggest things going to be here are going to be these Angmar infantry, landsmen, and our general. Perhaps a few orc fighters. Really everything's going to have to get in here, but let's rush the trolls in. Most annoying thing about this battle map is running all the way to the back chamber, which I think used to actually have a door, and I'm glad they got rid of it. Oh geez, can we get our camera in there? Just the general back here. Where's the other unit they had? Sorry, they had one more. Like, they have the Mariners. Put this on ×6. This is going to be a bit of a wacky battle. Alright, come on, catch them. Don't let them run away. Please don't let them run away. I have to have a ballista too. I want everyone up here. Trolls, come on, keep moving, please. What are you doing? There we are. Trolls should be able to catch these dwarven ballista. Last thing I want to do is be, you know, shot by them. And everyone else will just need to basically just get right here. Can we put them in a line? Come on, let me put them here. There we go, that works. See how many of these dwarven ballista crews we can capture. I will definitely just be keeping this battle on ×6. Honestly, what is that? Like, it's a cool settlement and all, but it is just... How would you defend this? Like, I'm pretty sure this chasm is longer than most missile units in the dwarf roster could even shoot, so maybe you could have artillery here. But yeah, it just takes forever to walk to the back. And even when we get here, is this the end? No, there's still another chamber to get through. Alright, so yeah, we'll just keep this on ×6 for a while. I I have come to the conclusion that I do not like this settlement, like, at all. This is not fun. Like, they should be fun to attack, and they are just not here. Oh, geez, what happened to the camera? Alright, come on, trolls, you are faster than Dwarven Ballista. You should be able to capture Dwarven Ballista. This is just going to take bloody ages. Even on times 6 speed, like, can our army even get in there at time? Like, I should have them all... I should just have them all running, honestly. Exhaustion's just going to be what it is. Come on, chase them down, you're trolls. You run faster than dwarves. You're telling me you can't keep up with them. Alright, we're not gonna march them into the firing line of those Fahamgathul bodyguards. Yeah, let's just not take ballista or crossbow shots. Looks like, can they actually fire at us? Are they able to shoot through walls? What are they shooting at? Are they shooting at our... They're shooting down there. Interesting. Okay. Now, let's start walking up here, shall we? Want everyone over here, please. Just start walking. Get that stamina back. Jeez, our troops are just bloody useless right now. Let's see, did you guys actually make it all the way over here being fresh? Alright, that's interesting. Alright, let us send, not you in first, but we'll send the orc fighters in. And then we can send the javelins in. Can I get my camera in here? Thank you. So here, I would definitely like to get those axemen in here. They will help get some proper kills. Who are you? Orc fighters? Excellent. Have you just block these Tumunzahar nobles, please? And landsmen, get right back here. You guys could just throw some of those into the nobles. That would be excellent. Oh, they are going to get charged, of course. Should have saw that coming. Alright, pikemen, please get in here. I'm going to need every single troop to help us take this town square. I don't think that ballista's ever getting here. They're going to take way too long. Come on, throw another volley, please. One more volley. I don't care that you're in melee. Just throw those axes. I should have sent a unit to go engage these Lindar Mariners. There you go. Axes will help kill those guys a little bit faster, and if we can, the Orc Hunters should be able to take care of the Mariners. Now, you lads just wait there. Let them throw the axes. Excellent work. Nope, no, no. Please don't get into melee. If you guys get into melee with those Mariners, then you are not going to be able to shoot. Please get out of there, lad. Oh, geez, the camera is so buggy. Trolls now engaged. That is what I like to see. Move these Orc Hunters slowly around the flanks. I think we have one more volley. Alright, start going into melee now. Orc Hunters very soon shall begin to fire into those Mariners. Come on, Halberdiers, get around the flanks. Come on, I want every single orc to be able to fire here. Please don't get into melee. I know one is in melee with you, but please don't stop you all from firing. There we go. That is some very good damage. The Mariners aren't as heavily armored as the Dwarves are, so they will fall to these volleys. Excellent, excellent work. I just love javelins. One of my favorite things in this game. Sure, they can be a little buggy, but the sheer amount of burst damage they do is just unmatched. We got one more volley before we charge in with the Halberdiers. Alright, go in, lads. I don't think they're going to get an actual charge, but a few pokes in the back of these Lindar Mariners and overhead swings should cool their numbers quickly. I'm going to put this on time 6. It's just going to be a quick massacre here. I hope it doesn't seem like I am rushing. I am on a little bit of a time crunch right now before my next class begins, so I kind of wanted just to get this out of the way. To have some lab reports to write up immediately after that are going to occupy the rest of my day, and in fact, it is also at the time of this recording, Monday the 24th, my birthday as well. But I'm spending all of that doing schoolwork. I think I'm going to go out for an all-you-can-eat sushi dinner And that'll probably be the most of the celebrations here. Halberdier should be able to finish off Rhudaur, and he dies right as the timer runs out. We traded 1 for 1 with them. I'm not going to bother with the unit statistics there. We all know who got the most kills. It was definitely those Rhudaur clansmen that didn't even engage. But those throwing axes and those javelins, they're just chef's kiss. It's especially fun with ended wights. In older versions, I would love just to make multi-tiered javelin lines with ended wights. And usually, back when the moot pikemen were a thing, I would just do like a 3-man rank pike wall with like multiple lines of Grey Flood Raiders and Angmar Raiders behind the pike wall, and just watch as they massacre incoming troops. And against factions like dwarves, they were hard countered by the by those guys. Now, I want to exterminate it, but I don't want to get rid of the Elf Haven in the mining complex. I think we're just going to bite the bullet on public order. We actually have enough. 70% is perfect. And we got a unit of snow trolls that we can send out this way. That is even better. In fact, all of you guys, head westwards, please. I'm going to need every reinforcement that we can get. Cardoon, please train some more units. Grab those. Grab some Mount Graham Raiders, some Marauders. And that should be good. Alright, so we have this settlement. We will need to work on converting it with the Shrine of Melkor. And what all do we get here? Mining complex, 960 mining gold, 200 income. Have a barracks pre-made. Way station will help with retraining, actually, so that'll be useful. Don't think we have anything regional, though. No, we don't. I wonder if that works on snow trolls. I hope that works on snow trolls. Pig farm. Yeah, Elf Haven. Only 1 trade fleet, but hey, that's something. And we can train longships. Miners Union, yada yada yada, and Ballistamaker. So not bad in terms of construction. What did we get for blacksmithing, actually? How far did they go? They actually went to the Hall of Owlay, so that'll give us the maximum armor upgrade that we can normally acquire. Fantastic. And Witch King... yeah, let us try... Can you join in with the Witch King? Ah, perfect, you can. Okay, those reinforcements made it. Clan Lord Growin, let us see if we can take down your settlement with only a battering ram and the siege tower. If these are ballista towers, I might just be screwing myself over. How fitting that we would actually see the Door of Durin upon the besiege of a dwarven settlement. I think they've upgraded this to city. Did they upgrade this to city? It starts off as like a town, so it's at least gone to large town. It might be city right now. Oh, and it's just the kind of basic dwarven castle type settlement. It's good for the dwarves to defend it, I guess. I'd like it for it to be maybe a little bit bigger and utilize more playing space. We'll send those 20 guys in. I don't think towers actually even work on this settlement, if I'm not mistaken. Do we want to use the black shield, since they're not really going to be replenishable? No, let's use the ones that we can actually suffer casualties on. Let us send in the Iron Crown Warriors as they were. Alright, lads, run up. Please tell me you guys can get on the walls. And no, they actually cannot, which is unfortunate. We will use these Black Shield Warriors here, though. They will find use. A couple Iron Crown Halberdiers will help. We're going to want Bulge Champions up here. They might be in our way station pool. I'm not sure. I didn't really touch the way station, so if it's faction specific in its requirements, then it might require Gundabat to be the owner of a settlement with the way station to actually retrain these Bulge Champions. That's something I did not consider. I will petition, though, that Black Shield units be given to Angmar with an alliance with Gundabat or as a reward for capturing Gundabat. I think it's very fitting. Just to have those a few orc units, maybe even in Latash would be nice to kind of signify the alliance. Just something kind of neat and flavorful, which, you know, I really liked. They fit in the roster well. They don't really fit any gaps, per se. I mean, they do provide you with the Spearman and a non-armor-piercing sword and shield unit, as well as a decent archer, but they are not outshined by Darkblades, or they actually might be better than Darkblades because of their insanely high melee attack. 11? 10 base without the experience bonus? Okay, that is crazy. That is really good. So yeah, we can't actually use this. I just wanted to bring it up to block any shots. Iron Crown Warriors will probably be the first thing in the front line here. Ooh, barrow wights will be useful. Come on, lads, bring those down. How many crossbows do they have? Do they have none? Oh, they do have some scouts. Okay. Here, let's get these archers in here. We're gonna want archers. Come on, lads, move in. You lads head up to the front line. You guys have shields. I won't really need the warband. They have spears, so they're not going to be too useful. So let's send them up into the front line. Also, sellswords can go up. But everyone else, let us get you guys onto the walls if we can. Same with these black shield archers. Come on, lads. How many do they have? Scouts? Scouts? Okay, they actually have a lot. I think we just need to get them into melee. They're just going to get shot the entire time. Crown Longbowmen making their way up north. Why don't we get you guys right over there? That would be fantastic. Who is just standing in front of the gates right now? Come on, lads. Get engaged. Alright, let's get these barrow wights up here. Not sure what's going on with our archers. They seem to not want to get onto the walls. Come on, let's just get on the walls. It's not that hard. Alright, Black Shield Warband making their way up. Iron Crown Warriors will be able to hold the line for a decent amount of time. Get everything else up here, please. Come on, lads. I just don't want them firing. Archers, are you in range yet? Okay, please start firing if you guys are ready. Yeah, this is actually a very good firing position. We can fire right into the back line. Ooh, the broadbeam marksman would be perfect to fire at. Those guys have light armor. Alright, let's send in the barrow wights to kind of clear up the front line a bit quicker. Their relentless nature and very high armor piercing attacks should help them to kind of take care of our enemies quickly. Do we have any other archers that are not currently fighting? Don't think we do. I think everyone is engaged. Trolls, just stand by for now. Actually, let's send them in. It's about time. It's like these broadbeam marksmen are taking a lot of damage. The only thing I don't like about them when you are playing as the dwarves is just how easily they are to die from arrows. I mean, they do have the largest range of any crossbow at, what is this, 190, very high accuracy, 14 missile attack. Like, they are perhaps the best crossbows, but they suffer from their lack of armor, and they can just be counter-fired easily by archer fire. Like, they suffer casualties pretty quickly. Champions head up the way. Your halberds should help to push through this line. Have you guys fire at the militia in the back line. And have these sellswords go around the back. Can you guys actually get around the back? Can we not mount those walls? Okay, it doesn't look like we can, actually. So putting them on these walls was kind of a waste. We're just going to have to push through these lines here. The trolls will help to an extent. Let us use a shield wall. This troll is completely on his own, though, and surrounded by armor piercing. He may fall. Get those axemen in there. Witch Knights will help also. Excellent. A lot of those broadbeam marksmen are dying. Some of them are running back here, so let's start switching to this unit, please. And I've got a little bit more time. Come on, lads. Just, I mean, the dwarves will hold for a long time here, but snow trolls, as far as they haven't lost a casualty yet, but they might soon, now that I say that. They're just the militia and kind of lower tier dwarven units. If this was an elite army, we would be taking a lot of casualties. Bullock's champions pouring in, though, and man, I just absolutely love this game. I don't think any other Total War mod for Lord of the Rings really matches up with how well polished the Third Age and its submods Divide and Conquer Reforged are. Nothing else even beats it. I mean, Rise of Mordor is good and all, But something about Attila Total War, like, it is just very difficult, and for my eyes, to, like, really tell what's going on. I don't know if it's, like, just how dark and gritty it is, or just the way it looks, but, like, I can easily look at this, glance at it, and see everything that's happening. I see all these unique and colorful dwarves, the undead fighting back here, and it's really easy for me to actually visualize the combat, and I kind of struggle with that when it comes to Attila, and that's even without the Lord of the Rings mod. Like, it's just something about the game that I have trouble, like, just visually recepting, I guess. I don't really know if I'm explaining myself clearly on it, but if you don't know what I mean, like, let me know. There's just a lot going on in it, I suppose. I mean, there's a lot going on here, too, but maybe it's just color coordinating or something. Maybe it's not as vibrant. It's still a great mod, and they're doing amazing work, and it sounds like they have a proper campaign map that they're working on. So when that comes out, I am actually very much looking forward to playing it. I've done a few custom battles on it, like just downloaded it and played a few custom battles, but still, like, nothing really matches up to the way Medieval 2 handles Lord of the Rings, in my opinion. But I might just be entirely biased towards the mod and the game in general. Medieval 2 is my favorite Total War game of all time. Have our trolls even taken a single casualty? They have not. They've just been fighting here, just surviving and tanking. It must be the armor upgrade that they've gotten. They are doing tons of damage here. Let us get some of these better units up in the front line. It looks like we just have a few units left here. How many, probably marksmen left? Only 4. Can you guys actually shoot at the ones back here? I don't think you can. But we are about to crush the rest of the resistance here. Only a few militia engaging. How many casualties have we lost? Only 8% in this mostly infantry-focused engagement. Which is very impressive for the dwarf, but that just might be, you know, adherence to the power of the Witch King. I think high command governors do give you some bonuses, mostly to morale, but there might be some combat bonuses. Alright, Terror of the Witch King activate. You guys charge into the militia back here, keep them from engaging. And these cavalry should have no issue just demolishing the Eriador militia. Honestly, I absolutely love the Guardians of Karn Doom. They are just amazing combatants. Oh, come on, let's get back in there. Get a bit of a cinematic overview here. I think there's a hotkey to toggle the UI. I can't remember what it is, though. So we will just enjoy it as we can. The only issue with cavalry, though, is when this happens. When the horse is in front, or when they are directly in front of a unit and they can't attack back. They kind of need to be at an angle or side to side with them. That's kind of their only real weakness. But once you run them through like that, they'll be able to attack. And they have the perfect height just to bop these dwarves in the face. I mean, that is seriously a headshot with that mace. This dwarf man should be dead, but I guess they do have thick skulls. And how much weight can you actually put into a mace swing when you're sitting on a horse? Like, it's still got to be a lot of force, but perhaps you might get more if you're on the ground. Although moving with the mace and hitting someone with that, you know, that is deadly. Played a lot of Mountain Blade back in the day. One of my favorite things to do was just to get, like, the, go on a horse and use, like, one of the, like, kind of Eastern type maces and capture prisoners with that. And it was just like, if I'm chasing down a guy and I do like a big uppercut swing from a horse and hit him in the face, I don't think he's unconscious. I think he's dead. I'll put this on time 6. Looks like we pretty much killed everyone. There might just be a general in there who has fallen. Clan Harold Groen is dead. 143 to 1267. How many did those trolls get? They got 260 kills. That might be the best I've ever seen trolls do, and without suffering a single casualty. That is just amazing. That was the best performance I've seen from snow trolls yet in any of my playthroughs. Like, usually they go in, they'll do some damage, but they'll get surrounded and they die. But those ones just did not. That was amazing. Although maybe the AI was just being incompetent. They didn't seem like they were really attacking the trolls that much, but it could also just be the fact that it was a giant mosh pit and that our trolls had the armor upgrade, which most certainly helped them survive a bit longer. And Gehuzanar falls to the Witch King. Well, we will occupy it. It is a city, so we can turn down the taxes. Can even upgrade it to be a proper Angmar city. Let us get the Shrine of Melkor, work on the culture first. And ooh, only one turn to build that. Wow, that is fast. They must have the Builder's Hall here. Yeah, Stoneworkers Guildhouse, 50% is quite nice. Let's get a spy while we are here. The Witch King doesn't have many things in his retinue. That would make him a little bit better, I think. Is there any building that we don't need? Great roads are fantastic. Fairground, archery range. Guess we don't need this, but I don't see a point to get rid of it. We have enough money. Decent mining income, the inn, food production, and only steelmongers, though. They did not work too much on the higher tier buildings, unfortunately. You'd think if they have, like, the Builder's Hall, they would just have everything completed in these settlements. But I think we will end the turn. Gehuzanar has fallen. We have reinforcements pulling in from the east. A few guys ready to fight here. Captain Ivor, make your way. Oh, I kind of overshot that. Where is Hunvorn? Let us put a watchtower down here. And he shall make his way towards Mithlond. So let's just give him the best units available. Not these ones that are half dead, though. They are not so useful. Make sure these guys are merged, and I think that's as good as we can get it. Yep, you guys head on that way. You guys head on and join him, and then Captain Ivor can help to replenish his troops as he takes Mithlond, and we will also need to go into Harland over here. Yep, there it is. So a few elven cities left, and only a few dwarven towns. I think Perth and Lune, Thorin's Halls, and the 3 elven settlements, and they shall all fall beneath the heel of the Iron Crown. And the last cup of wine, good for Derwinion. And here we go, the resolve of Lewin. Ages past, the Blue Mountains were shattered, and the great cities of Novgorod and Belagost utterly destroyed. After many generations, the dwarves of Lewin have finally reclaimed their ancestral glory as their cities dig deep and build great works. However, the works of the dwarves are under threat, and many dwarves lie dead on the frozen plains of the north. Now all strength left to the reforged kingdom must be mustered, all ceremonial and reserve forces committed, and all craftsmen strong enough to wield a weapon mustered. The will and glory of the dwarves may be shattered by the enemies that march on them, but they will face it as resolutely as their ancestors faced the great dragon Glaurung and the forces of Morgoth the Old. So, Rohan's next leader is dead. Are they even still in the game? Lewin is dwindling because we are crushing down on their cities. And they still got an upgrade, so we have the proper Angmar stronghold there. That's beautiful. That is nice. We'll get a leather worker. A lot of things are actually built now. Deadman's Dyke got a Dark Temple of Melkor, so we could probably work on the barracks. It's making us 4,000 gold. That's amazing. In the Dark Temple there, we'll get some irrigation going on. Balmgothel and Gehuzanar finished their shrines, so let's work on those. And shall we turn this into a dark fortress? I think we shall. That'll be interesting. And looks like that's pretty much all that we can do here. Did get that new spy. Oh, faction destroyed. I didn't see what that was. Who is that? It's got to be Rohan, right? Or is it Derwinion? Let's see here. I don't see Rohan. Yep, Rohan is destroyed. Oh, that is unfortunate for them. They could not hold out. But here is the last stand army of the dwarves, led by Keely. 2 Gabilgathul Guard, Firebeard Warriors, Broadbeam Marksmen, Longbeard Crossbows, Longbeard Phalanx, and Militia, Laborers, Travelers, and even a Dwarven Catapult join their ranks. At their capital, they only have some Longbeard Swordsmen, Scouts, Pikemen, and Ballistas, so things are not bidding well for the dwarves at this time. Now, perhaps it might be best to focus all of our attention on the dwarves at first. before going down to the south. But equally, we're already down here, and I would think Hoonvorn is perfectly suited to handling our enemies down there, and so we shall send him off into that direction. I would love for Agandaur's tomb to be upgraded, but man, it has just no people in it. We do have some reinforcements, though. We'll send everything we can here, just to make sure that anything at Firth and Lewin cannot come back and strike back at our forces here. Send our captains, keep going westwards. Arthedain actually has some decent troops here, so we could even get you, and you guys off to the west. It would help. Anything in Hobbiton? Not really. Drangu is just having the time of his life there in the Shire, smoking that pipe weed and slaving the hobbits, that sort of thing. I mean, we may have slayed a lot of hobbits, but at the end of the day, you know, we need people to tax, so they shall live in relative peace, and they shall not be autonomous. They shall pay the tithe to us, but we shall still let them live as they have lived, only that they must foster orcs in their town, led by Drangu. Let's get lots of orcs. All the orcs are going to hang out here. It shall be a interesting place. Now, we actually have Arthedain. Could you go be a governor somewhere? Maybe we send you to Baridanianak. Doesn't have a governor, does it? Honestly, we're going to need new governors up into the northwest. Lord Sild is just going to hang out in Bree and be the kind of commander-in-chief for this area. And I think we're looking alright. We will send the Witch King out to place a watchtower right there. Keep you in the city for now. And we might just need to hold off for a bit before we expand out. We can't send these generals out until we have either a bigger military presence or new generals up here. So we're a little bit halted right now. And we do have Hoonvorn on the way. We could send Lord Sild. He is a great governor. Oh, that's not who I meant. But he is making us a lot of money down there. Kind of a hard choice to make. I think we'll just have to play it steady for a few turns, work on public order, upgrading these places, and converting them to our population. As this end turn goes, I think this is going to be the closure of the episode. So later on this week, I think I'll try to get the next Overlord episode out. And as soon as I feel that the Northern Dunedain and Dunland have received a lot of their visual work, and I feel like they are in a good place, I shall begin their campaigns. But the modding team seems to be super active, so it'll be a bit longer until we get onto that. And then eventually it looks like we'll have a Dale campaign that rolls up. But since Dunland is getting improved, I'm really wanting to play them. I was going to do it for AGO, but considering they're getting changes here in Divide and Conquer, I'm much more inclined to finally play them here now that Bill has been providing a lot of work on the team. And we'll get another governor. We need people. Where are you? You're at Uralstone. That's way off in the east. Why are you way over there? That's too far. Oh, you can go be the governor of Gundabat, I guess. Lothlorien and Mordor are now at war, which means they must be bordering each other. Ton of new units. That's always nice to see. Lots of markets just finished being built, so let's us maybe grab some mines here. Although population might help us get more snow trolls, so I'm kind of inclined to working on that. Yeah, let's just keep working on population in Morva Tarth. Is that really going to take 6 turns? Do we not have like a builder's hall? Yeah, let's get that going on first. I don't like it when things take that long to build. That's a bit too much. Yep, get these guild houses going. And Ladrick's got a war camp. Let's get the Mount Graham stables. Benishturin is doing okay for income. Not bad. Witch King did get a biographer, so that's always nice. And it looks like Keeley is right on the doorsteps of Gehuzanar. So on the next Angmar episode, we shall engage with him. But for now, I will be closing it off. So if you guys are enjoying the series, please just go ahead and leave a like down there. Subscribe if you have not already. And I will see you on the next episode.